Hi, Michael Buffer here, and let's get ready for FM Boxing Media.
Frank Morgan here from FM Boxing Media. Today I'm here with Josh Jamesy. How you doing, mate?
Good, brother. How are you?
Yeah, all good, all good. So, we're at Spurs today.
Yeah.
Now, people obviously know you for taking the piss out of football clubs left, right and centre. But a lot of people don't know that this might be one of the clubs that you don't take the piss out of.
To be honest, mate, this is probably the club that gets it the most, I would say.
Yeah.
Out of all the times that I've done the football sketches, if you add them all up, you know what I mean?
Tottenham the most.
Tottenham get the most, you know what I mean? So it's like the most, because you know it's a bit easy to be self-deprecating, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
And I've always got the ump about how useless they are. So yes, I don't find it hard to make jokes about them, mate.
Do you know what, the one thing we can't make a joke about though, this stadium, unbelievable.
Yeah,
ain't
it's
it? We
great.
just sat down in the padded seats,
Yeah.
nice and comfortable.
Yeah, it's nice, mate. Listen, it's a great facility here, isn't it? And I think for I don't know. I've never been to a fight. Have you ever been to the AJ fights here?
I went to the AJ Dubois fight.
Yeah.
Now, the only problem I face is if you're too high, you're watching the screen.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're low, you can't beat a stadium fight. When you're close and you're up close and personal, but when you're up in the gods,
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
it's a bit of a different story.
It's like anything though. If you go to like the O2 or you go
Yeah.
to any of these concerts, you spend half the time looking at the telly, don't
Yeah,
you? Really.
definitely.
So I've never been here for a fight, but I've got to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of stadium fights. You know what I mean? I prefer. You know, if you've ever seen me, I prefer the smaller shows.
Like we see you the other day at the Brentwood Centre.
Brentwood Centre, top tier,
Yeah.
or I like going to the Matchroom shows, the next gen shows.
Yeah.
You know, just because you get a bit closer and a bit smaller, and I prefer that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like too many people. So, yeah, I probably will be here for the fight, I'd imagine, but actually 50-50, I might be at home.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a great stadium, and it's built for events like this, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the team that play in it are fucking
what?
useless.
So
But
what, I did have a look at the trophy cabinet earlier.
Yeah.
It does look good.
yeah, well,
Unbelievable
It's
trophy
clean.
cabinet.
It's clean because don't get much use. So yeah, but no, great facility for the fight, innit? And I'm sure it'll be a great spectacle. You make Ben.
Yeah, so you mentioned Next Gen. Obviously, you went there the other day to watch George and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Two people that you'd call friends. What do you think of their performances?
Yeah,
that
do you
night?
know what? Not necessarily mates of mine, just people that I sort of know are from the area, really. Obviously, George being from Billericay, and then Jimmy Jimmy Sains being from Brentwood, and it's good. Like, at the moment, you know, we got a lot of fighters in where I'm from in Essex that are, you know what I mean, doing really well.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy, George, Johnny Fisher, obviously. And yeah, it's good to support them. But it's a bit like, you know, it's a bit like. I was about to say it's a bit like your club, but I'm not from Tottenham. Yeah, but when the fighters are from your area,
It means a little bit more, don't it?
it does mean a little bit
watching them,
more. Yeah, 100% means a little bit more. I mean, I've been fans of so many boxers over the years. You know, I always used to love Amir Khan and Frank Bruno. I mean, Frank Bruno growing up, he used to live in Brentwood.
Yeah.
Frank Bruno, so he was like, I mean, everyone loved Frank Bruno anyway,
Yeah,
didn't they?
yeah.
But he was like a local hero, and I suppose being into Frank was what sort of made me fall in love with boxing. And it's that, yeah, when someone's from sort of your neck of the woods, really, it means a little bit more. So
definitely.
yeah, good to see Jimmy and George and Johnny all doing well, and you know, they've got big futures. I mean, when we went to watch the Next Gen the other day, George and Jimmy, I think it's just a matter of time really before they're going to win titles, and you know, and they just seem like really good, like nice down to earth lads as well. Do you know what I mean? So you want them to do well.
But another local person you showed a lot of love to. I listened to your podcast with Kevin Mitchell, but you were talking about Fred Pullen.
Yeah.
I think you might show a bit more love because of his content creation and all of that. But
yeah.
how much you like a young fella like Fred Pullen, who's obviously a good boxer, but he's got the personality of yourself.
Yeah,
He's willing to go
I
out
love
there.
Flashy Fred. He's a character. Do you know what? I've never even met Fred, but I mean, that's one thing we all love good fighters, don't we?
Yeah.
But when the fighter has also got a bit of character and a personality that, you know, that you sort of really like warm to, you know, like Fred, he's just like a cheeky chappy, isn't he? From what I've seen of him. You know, yeah, I'm really looking forward to when he turns pro eventually, and definitely sort of following him like I have done, you know, Jimmy Sains and George Liddard for sure. And yeah, look forward to see how far he can go. And
I can't help but laugh even
no,
talking
exactly.
about it.
And I do hope that when he turns pro that he calls himself Flashy Fred Pullen.
That's got to be the new nickname.
I think that's got to be
You know
him.
what, we'll clip this up. That's got to go on the Instagram.
I think it's got to be Flashy Fred Pullen.
Yeah.
When Kevin Mitchell come on my podcast, they said that his mum, apparently, Fred's mum calls him Pretty Boy.
Yeah.
So I suppose it's Fred, but I think he's
think
more.
Flashy Fred's got a ring to it.
I think he's more flashy than he's pretty, don't you? So yeah, Flashy Fred, I think is what he's got to go for. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was obviously see you at the Top Tier show the other day, seeing you in could we maybe see a bit of boxing comedy come into the Instagram? Or are
Yeah.
you maybe a little bit more scared to take the piss out of a boxer compared to a football club?
I don't know. I suppose I do. You know, I've done the Eddie Hearn character in the past, innit? Which, I mean, I'm not an impressionist, so it don't sound nothing like him, and it's just like a ridiculous version of just like
I
him.
seen the song the other day though.
Yeah, it's just him being like Flash Wide Boy. Do you know what
What
I mean?
was it like seeing that played in Saudi though at the press
Yeah, no, that was
conference?
cool. Yeah, that was really cool. That was really nice. It was Majestic DJ.
Yeah.
He played it a few times, so that was great. And yeah, that was surreal.
Did
They
you get a
played it
response off
away
Eddie
in.
from that?
No, no.
You've not heard of him about it yet, no?
No, I think he shared it, but yeah, we got played at the weigh-in and then at the fight. So yeah, that was nice. You know, because you make this content, and you know, and I'll pretty much do it. You know, the content really because it sort of sells tickets to my stand-up. You know what I mean? I'm a stand-up comedian, so it does all that. But then when it, you know, stuff like that happens, like getting played at a weigh-in and at a fight, then it's it's a nice little bonus, nice little surprise. So, but yeah, I would do more on boxing. You know, I've done a fair bit, but yeah, I'd love to do more work within boxing. To be honest, you know, if the opportunity come, I'd love it. You know.
Talking of selling tickets, I DM'd you the other day, just trying to get into a nice local one, but that's already sold out at Queen's Theatre. But
Oh yeah.
obviously, you've got your link up at the moment on your Instagram. Do you want
Yeah.
to give a shout out to where you're playing?
Yes,
or
I'm
where
on
you're
I'm on
performing?
tour this year. It's a tour, my first tour that I've ever done. We're going around, we're going all over, and it's called Doing All Right. It's basically just about where I'm from, like what I decided to do in my life and all that, and when it all went wrong, and you know what I mean, too much drinking and all that sort of stuff. So
The typical Essex lad.
yeah, exactly. And now, what I've learned now, being in my mid-30s, and you know, realising I'm not really going to take over the world, but there you go. So, but yeah, you can go on to joshjamesy.com. All the tickets there, and
Other
yeah.
than Queen's Theatre. Gutted about
Queen's
that.
Theatre sold out. A lot of the ones in the south have sold out
Yeah.
now, but we're doing a big one at Hackney Empire
Yeah, I'll be there.
in November. So yeah, if you want to come and you're in and around London, Hackney Empire's the one for that. But if you want to come up north, then you got the Manchester, Liverpool, Glasgow, all them. So yeah, come along, have a laugh.
Josh, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me,
Look
mate.
forward to seeing you on the tour.
Yeah,
And I
cheers,
hope
brother.
to see you before then.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah.